I start to get anxious. That's when my thoughts can be dangerous. That's when I put on my makeup and drown in self-hatred. Forget what I'm saying.
Hey yo, what's going on guys? Today I got you with Season 3 meta loadouts to use on Ashika Island. This is going to be a rapid style video for you guys to quickly get some loadouts and drop straight back in. Let's get started straight away with the MP5. This MP5 may look familiar to you, it may not. It is a movement class. I bet it'll have you feeling like back in Rebirth Island original days. It's very good to use and has a lot of damage, has a little bit of recoil, but it's nothing you can't handle. Paired up with it, we got the Sokin or the MG38. It has 0 recoil and it's very hard hitting, easy to control, and it'll have you dropping more kills instantly if you use this build. Now moving on, we have the next set of loadouts, the Beastliest. The Beastliest is built for a high damage range and mobility. You could get the high damage from having a barrel and ammunition. It's very good at a medium range as well. Paired up with it, we got a very tough to use gun, the Cast-Off 7.62. But if you can handle its recoil control, it does a lot of damage and drops players instantly. Now moving on, we have the Growl, a medium range weapon. It is very good, very versatile. The reason I have guns like this, you're going to see medium range builds in between overkill loadouts. That way it can organize yourself in the buy stations, be easy to use. Paired up with it, we got the X12s. No tunings for this, surprisingly, but it's very good and very accurate. Now moving on, we got the Vaznev. The Vaznev is the same standard class a lot of people are using. It's still very good. It was not really touched during the update. Very easy to use and very fun to use, frankly. Now moving on, we got the ISO. Just look at the blueprint. Look at it. It's so easy to use. Even though they buffed it, it's still a top meta, top tier weapon to use. Very easy to use. You have your KD rising in no time. And now moving on, the next weapons we got, the Chimera. This Chimera is a good sniper support. The sniper support is very good at close to medium range, has very little recoil, very easy to use. As you can see, I paired it up with the MCPR. This, now as of Season 3, is a one-shot headshot weapon because of the explosive rounds. You need a bolt action rifle with explosion rounds on it for it to be one shot. It's very good to use, very fun once again. Now we got one of those medium range guns I was talking about, the TAC 56 here. Very fast ADS, 0 recoil like it always has been. Pretty easy to use. They did debuff the headshot damage, but it's still very good and still in the meta. Now as we move along, we still have it paired up with the X12, so we don't need to see that again. Moving on to the 74U, the same build as I presented in the old loadout video. It's still very easy to use, has a little bit of bounce to it, but nothing you can't control. Has a high damage range as it is an assault rifle in an SMG range. Paired up with it, we got the new sniper, the Intervention. We all know and love. It is a one-shot headshot as well. It's very good, very easy to use. Very similar to the MCPR. Now we get the STBB, a gun that was buffed heavily during the update, and it is built like an SMG. Get that assault rifle damage, close range, and it hits hard. Paired up with it, we got the HCR. A little bit tough to use, but if you get the recoil control down and hit all your shots, it does knock down players fairly quickly and is fairly accurate as well. Now moving on, we're going to have the quick scoping class. Here, folks, just like on the old days on Rebirth, you're going to love this class. Very fast ADS time, still one-shot headshot damage at range as well, and has an amazing hip fire for some no-scopes, hitting some clips. Paired up with it, we got the MAC-10, which is actually the X13 auto pistols. Built like this, it is a good sniper support, and it allows us to get rid of overkill to get an extra perk in. And finally, we got the PDSW, or the P90. Is very easy to use, has very little recoil. You just need to make sure to hit all your shots, otherwise the damage might add up and you might go down before killing the other player. It is paired up with the X12 one more time, as seen here. And now as you go through your loadouts, you can see my perks. My perks are kind of standard perks that you see a lot of players using. This package here is my most used perk package. And right here, as you can see, is my second loadout, which I normally use. And these other two bundles here, you may also want to take a look at, but they're not special. The tacticals and lethals are always up to you. And as I was saying, I have my second loadouts in between my normal overkill loadouts. That way it's easy access and easy access in the buy station as well. One way to help you guys with loadouts is by naming your loadouts. Be easier to figure out which guns are which instead of having to memorize it 100%. Other than that, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And tell me in the comments if you're using these weapons, as well as any weapons you want me to use. Thank you. Peace out.